everybody. In this video we're going to go over beating the Sentry Trio with the Silent. This is the first encounter of these on this particular map. As you'll often find, it's one of 3 elites that you'll run into. I don't have any relics, so to speak, at all. I do have some potions in my bag here. So I have the duplication, the power potion, and the blessing of the forge. My deck is certainly not an upgraded deck by any means. This is a pretty standard deck and one that you'll likely have very frequently because of the starting 10 cards here in terms of strikes and defends, and then also the survivor and the neutralize cards. I did get a couple extra ones, and I also bought one from the store. Best card so far in this particular deck is definitely going to be the Flying Knee. I do like this one when played properly because I always like the free energy on the next turn. Play this one properly, especially when you're hurting for cards. This one can be really, really handy. And then also here is a block and attack in the same turn. Always like those. And then I have a buffed block card. So the name of the game with these guys here is to get in sync with their particular attack patterns. Kill one of them so that you're down to just 2. And then you can alternate between the 2 of them. I have good enough defenses and good enough attacks where I should be able to get through it pretty easily. So keep in mind that they have their debuffs to start with, or their buffs rather. Not really much that I need to worry about that other than when this applying weak. It's just not going to work. That's about the only thing that tries to debuff them, so it doesn't really impact me very much. I don't have any other cards that are going to be looking for status ailments. If you find these guys later in the chapter and you're working on a poison deck, obviously that's a bigger issue than it is right now. I don't even have any poison cards, so that's not the build that I would be going for in this one here. This is more of a dagger build. It's going to be playing off of AoE attacks with the dagger spray and such like that. That's the idea behind it. Poison is great, but if you don't get the cards early enough, it's tough to really build off of it. Now, because I get the 2 bonus cards to start with, the smartest play possible is to use my Blessing of the Forge to upgrade everything right from the start. I don't have any upgraded cards here, and this is essentially half of my deck here. So this is a really smart play here. And actually, because I like power cards, I would probably drink this one as well. I don't have any heals or anything like that, so I'm going to take some damage. This one here will probably take me down probably a good 30 damage unless I get some really good draws. So I'd probably want to end it quickly, even though I do have the rest sight after this. That's still only going to heal me 21 health. So I'm going to be in a little bit of trouble if I don't get ahead of things. So I'm going to get the power potion and then use the blessing to upgrade that one as well. So at the start of your turn, add a shiv. That's obviously a good one. When you play a card, deal 1 damage to all enemies, or just 2 dexterity. So do I want the 2 extra block? All 3 of these are great cards. In my case here, I'm trying to think of what I would want the most. This one here has diminishing returns because after I kill one of them, it's basically doing 2 damage, where this is dealing 4 damage every single turn. I think this is probably the best play for what I want to do now. Plus, I'm going to upgrade it as well. Where upgrade on this one here, I'm not familiar what the upgrade would actually be. So let's upgrade everything. Infinite Blades Plus. And all it did was it switched it to an 8. That's kind of a bummer. Okay, so now, again, neutralize isn't going to do anything here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this on the first guy here because I want to get rid of this buff here. If I happen to draw this in the next turn or so, then I might catch him on one of his attack turns. So the name of the game here is to generally attack and attack. Gotta make sure I play that. And then my suggestion usually is to single block on the middle deck and then double block when the outsiders are attacking. I could have soaked all of it if I wanted to. I don't know that that's the play that I want to do. I want to get this guy killed as fast as possible. And this here almost guarantees that he's going to be dead the next turn, which is going to negate his attack, which will treat it the same as if it was a single turn attack. Because then these guys will be staggering back and forth. and then I'll be able to time it out properly. And if I can play 2 blocks pretty much every single turn and just slow play it to victory. That's the best case scenario, is if you can kill the first guy on the second turn. Alright, so I'm going to get some free block here, and the Shiv. It's not going to kill him here, but I'll kill him with the strike. And then I will take the block, and I will attack the first guy. It doesn't really matter which one at this point here. And then my buffed block, and I don't care what I'm defending or discarding because I have it covered. And then looking forward to the next turn, I'm going to need to get a block card in there. So hopefully the shuffle does me well. Either that or the attack is so well that I can take him down. 38 in 1 turn is asking quite a bit. But I do got the expertise, so that's going to get me my defense cards there as I need. In fact, that's probably going to get me the buff defense card. I do want to take the damage on the next turn. And then 10 damage isn't going to be enough. 10... I can only do 16 damage, so the smart play here is to block, or I could just do block 1 and take 1 damage here. That's not a bad idea. Do the attack. Yeah, I should have blocked first. Well, I guess this is what we're doing now. Planning goes a long way, people. If you have a random discard, play your block first. So that is totally on me to take 9 instead of 1. Fortunately, healing after the fight at the rest stop is going to be 21. That gets me back to full health. But that was a really, 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 really stupid mistake. Alright, so I got my power block here. Not going to play that until my last one this time. That's going to block him. So I will just strike, strike, strike. And it doesn't really matter here. But now it's a guaranteed victory, and I should have enough health that I'm going to get through this essentially unscathed after the rest stop, unless I run into instances where I can't block properly. This is as good a draw as you could get when they're not attacking. You don't waste any of your defensive cards. So, play my Shivs, defend just for the sake of defending. But there's no way he'll survive another turn unless I get an absolute garbage draw, which, based on my cards, are good cards, actually. So, strike, neutralize, Shiv for the win, and then we get our rewards. What are you going to pick? Card draw is always great. If you're playing a dagger deck, card draw is always good. Better than poison draw. Because I'm not doing poison, but poison requires a little bit more thought, where extra cards when you're doing just attack-based deck and balanced deck is obviously easy. So yeah, then I could heal, get 21 health, and I'm back on the road again. I could actually just parlay that right into the next elite if I want to. So that's going to wrap up this video. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to leave those below. Otherwise, thanks for stopping by.
Thank you so much for watching this video and supporting my channel. If you like this video, please show your continued support by hitting that like button, and be sure to check out both my YouTube channels for new content all the time. And always remember, peace is a lie, there's only passion. We'll see you next time.